Welcome to Denver Local Unplugged, the podcast that explores Denver's vibrant local scene for food, music, entertainment, culture, unplugged events, and the many hidden gems in Denver. Your host is Quinn Harper. Let's dive in.
Hey Denver, Quinn Harper here with Denver Local Unplugged. Today we're dialing into Unplugged Adventures, thriving in Denver's art scene and cultural hotspots. If you've felt the city's pulse quicken, you're not imagining it. Santa Fe, Reno, and the Golden Triangle are powering a creative surge, mural corridors, new galleries, chef-driven hangouts, and maker pop-ups that cross-pollinate like crazy. Artists are collaborating with breweries, venues are hosting hybrid markets, and warehouses keep transforming into studios and stages. The result? You can land in almost any neighborhood and stitch together a mini festival in a single night. I'll map plug-and-play routes, highlight can't-miss shows, and share insider tips to curate a weekend that hums. Let's start with an evergreen weekend shortlist. You can drop into any month. First Friday Art Walk on Santa Fe is your anchor. Galleries open late, food trucks line the block, and the energy is electric. Pair that with MCA Denver. Catch the rooftop for skyline views before or after exhibits. For a live anchor, aim for Mission Ballroom or the Ogden Theater. Both book stellar touring acts with distinct vibes. Layer in a seasonal maker stop like Denver Bazaar or the Horseshoe Market for one-of-a-kind finds. And if you're craving immersion, Meow Wolf's Convergence Station remains a mind-bending portal into interdimensional storytelling. For gallery and museum lovers, plan a Golden Triangle doubleheader, the Denver Art Museum for blockbuster breadth and the Clifford Still Museum for a singular meditative dive into one artist's life work. Walkable between them, the contrast is powerful. Big tent versus laser focus. Add the Kirkland Museum of Fine and Decorative Art for design candy, mid-century chairs, Colorado ceramics, and room vignettes that feel like time travel. Over in Reno, Redline Contemporary drives community-minded shows and residencies, frequently free and thought-provoking. Then wander Rhino's mural corridors, Larimer, Blake, 25th through 31st, for a self-guided street art safari that refreshes with each new festival cycle. Live music is where Denver flexes. Red Rocks is the bucket list cathedral. Even a film night or yoga session there feels transcendent. Mission Ballroom brings modern production, flexible staging, and near-perfect sightlines. For indie grit, look to the Bluebird, the Ogden, Globe Hall, and High Dive, compact rooms where you can feel the kick drum. Jazz lovers should split nights between Nocturne, a supper club experience with coursed menus, and Dazzle, a downtown stalwart now booking adventurous lineups. Pro tip, scan venue calendars early in the week. Locals snap up tickets fast when snow or rain clears and everyone decides to rally. Hidden Gem Spotlight, the DQ Collection. It's a free, under-the-radar trove of contemporary art tucked inside a downtown office building. The vibe is delightfully uncanny. Elevator ride, quiet hallway, then boom. Large-scale installations, ephemera, and conceptual works you can ponder without crowds. Hours can be quirky, so check before you go. When it's open, staff are generous with context, and you'll often have the place nearly to yourself. Bring a curious friend, take your time, and notice how the business district setting reframes the art. It's a palate cleanser between big museums and a conversation starter for the rest of your night. Maker markets are the heartbeat of Denver's creator economy. Denver Bazaar pops up across neighborhoods, curated vendors, local sips, DJ sets, and that one booth you'll talk about for months. The Horseshoe Market is seasonal and juried, leaning toward fine craft, vintage, and thoughtful design. At Dairy Block, artisans rotate through micro-stalls in an alley that doubles as an art walk. Grab a coffee, browse, and linger. Ask makers about their process, pay by card or tap, and remember, custom orders are common. If you love a piece, buy direct. Those dollars keep studios humming and often unlock studio visits later. Let's build a Rhino progressive night. Start at Dio Mio for handmade pasta and a casual counter vibe, or Cart Driver for wood-fired oysters, pizzas, and spritzes. Stroll to galleries along Larimer and Walnut, ducking into pop-ups and open studios. For cocktails, slide into the Ramble Hotel's lobby bar for classic technique, or head to the Source Hotel's rooftop for views and agave-forward pours. Cap the night at Nocturne for live jazz. Reserve ahead if you want the dinner set, or grab late-night seats for a nightcap and a set. Everything's walkable, just budget extra time for conversations. Art in Denver lives on stage too. In 5 Points, Cleo Parker Robinson Dance connects global choreography with local stories, performances, classes, and community programs that radiate warmth. MCA Denver's lectures and late nights mix artists, thinkers, and DJs in formats that feel more salon than symposium. At the Denver Performing Arts Complex, explore community theater alongside national tours. Smaller houses like the Jones or Garner Galleria nurture experimental work and comedy. Scan cultural calendars for talkbacks and open rehearsals. Great, low-pressure entry points. If you're traveling with teens, these are gold. Accessible, inspiring, and often paired with student discounts. Here's a 48-hour framework you can customize. Friday, land in Santa Fe for First Friday. Park once, then float. Start with small plates near 7th and Santa Fe, then hop galleries, studios, and cultural centers. Saturday morning, pair the Clifford Still Museum with the Denver Art Museum. Grab lunch in the museum plaza, then power nap. Saturday night, Mission Ballroom or an indie room depending on mood. Sunday, ease into a maker market, Denver Bazaar or the Horseshoe, then wander Rhino's murals and brunch at a cafe like Stowaway or Denver Central Market. Build in buffer for spontaneous detours and conversations. Practical intel makes the difference. Track SCFD-sponsored free days for the Dam, Clifford Still, and more. They rotate and save real dollars. Hot exhibits often require timed reservations. Book early, especially for weekends and school breaks. Transit-wise, Reno can bottleneck. Consider the light rail to 38th and Blake, ride shares to the edges, or scooters for short hops. On Santa Fe, arrive before peak to snag parking on side streets. After, use a rideshare drop at the Cultural District sign. Group your venues in clusters to minimize zigzagging and star everything in a single map so you can pivot on the fly. To keep budgets happy, mix free and paid. Use mural walks, gallery openings, and the DQ collection as your no-cost backbone. Add one ticketed anchor, Red Rocks, Mission, or Meow Wolf, and you've got a memory maker. Support artists directly at markets and galleries. Even zines, pins, or small prints matter. Share passes with friends when venues allow, and watch for museum reciprocity if you hold memberships elsewhere. Food strategy. Split plates at lunch, splurge at dinner, and chase late-night happy hours for cocktails or snacks. If you're traveling, stack activities in one zone to cut rideshare costs and maximize time. Etiquette and access keep the ecosystem welcoming. In galleries, greet the desk, ask questions, and avoid touching works. Photos are usually fine. When in doubt, ask. For murals, be respectful of artists at work and avoid blocking alleys or tagging over pieces. Family-friendly picks include Meow Wolf, the Dam's interactive spaces, and daytime jazz at Dazzle. Check ratings for late shows. ADA notes, the major museums, Mission Ballroom, and Red Rocks offer accessible seating and restrooms. Request accommodations early. Many markets and galleries are ground level, but older buildings can have quirks. Call ahead if mobility or sensory needs are relevant. To stay current, lean on our Denver Local Unplugged ecosystem. Every Thursday, we drop the weekend shortlist, 3 art hits, 3 shows, and a maker or food pop-up with quick links and a custom map. Follow our Instagram stories for last-minute pop-ups, weather pivots, and ticket drops. We update day of when something sells out or relocates. The online magazine goes deeper with neighborhood guides and artist Q&As. Your turn. Send us a hidden gem and a neighborhood bite. What tiny gallery, alley mural, or progressive dining route should we feature next? Tag us or email the newsletter, and we'll spotlight listener picks. Seasonal rhythm matters. Late summer brings Crush Wall-style mural festivals that refresh Reno blocks overnight. Expect lifts, paint fumes, and artists happy to chat. Spring ushers in the 5 Points Jazz Festival, where outdoor stages turn Welton into a block-long groove. Fall often hosts the Denver Film Festival with Q&As that pair beautifully with museum days. South Broadway's Underground Music Showcase drops dozens of indie sets into walkable venues. Buy a wristband and roam. Winter, lean into warm rooms, Dazzle, Nocturne, MCA late nights, and theater at the Galleria. Weather swings fast here, so pack layers and keep your plans elastic and flexible. That's our tour for today. We covered why Denver's creative surge feels so alive. From Santa Fe, Reno, and the Golden Triangle to the Maker Circuit fueling fresh ideas. You've got an evergreen weekend shortlist, a museum and gallery roadmap, venue picks by vibe, a Reno progressive night, and a 48-hour template you can remix. We hit practical moves, SCFD free days, reservations, transit, and mapping, plus budget strategies, etiquette, and access notes. Denver Local Unplugged exists to make your weekend plug and play. Online magazine deep dives, weekly podcast, and a newsletter that keeps you nimble. I'm Quinn Harper. See you out there.
You've been listening to Denver Local Unplugged with host Quinn Harper. Until next time, plan fast, explore deep, and enjoy Denver.